Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the long range weather forecast discussion, and this is for the period for February 13th to 27th. We're going to first look at the period for February 13th to the 17th, and this is what we have here. Oh, how did that map get in there? All right, 13th to 17th. All right, we have a trough in the west, rigid in the east. Now we have an upper low here in the south, and that could cause some little problems here in the east, and we'll get to that. Now, most of the miners are indicating this pattern, but if we look at the European, let's see, maybe it changed since yesterday. We look at the European has a trough ridge trough configuration. All right. So it's pretty much the same from before as early this afternoon, except the trough is closer to the coast. Now we'll have Pacific Energy moving into the southwest on Friday, and we'll take a look at that at the upper levels here. And we come here to Friday. Here's our upper low. So the storm hasn't even developed yet. And then it moves eastward and then forms a low. And now it depends on where the system goes. But we'll look, this is the GFS, we'll look at the European. And we see it's down here, we have the northern southern stream now. It's kind of looks like it's a positive tilted trough, so it won't be a very big storm. And the energy here is aligned with the upper low, so we have to see how this develops. So we're not expecting a big snow event anywhere. So as the energy moves, this will cause precipitation across the south, and we need rain down here. And we can take a look at the current drought monitor from this area. You can see here that there's some drought, so this would be beneficial rain. Now, we can also look at the amount of rain that has fallen this month across this area. All right. So look at it for the month. And we have some rainfall amounts. Let's see if I can get this. Okay, we have some amounts here, about 8 to 10 inches for the month, but this is further out. There's a localized area, but most of the area for the month have you see little to little rain. Even though we had snow, it still we need drought, and the drought extends further to the north and east. So we can look at how much rain will be falling across this area here, and we'll look at the map. That's for okay. Let me try to get. I can get that in a second. All right, and we'll go here. So we'll be getting more rain here, and we'll look at the rainfall amounts for this region. Now this is, we'll go to the southeast. Precipitation for, we'll go 24-hour period. All right, and now we'll have to wait for this to load. Okay, here we go. All right. So later on in the period, we have Thursday, Friday. Now here comes the rain. Now we have like 2.40 inches across this area, 1.5 inches. Then we go further into the day. We have 2.4, 2.1. This is in 24-hour periods. So this is good, much needed rainfall that is needed across this area. We have 3 inches here across the Florida Panhandle. Right now, I don't think this will cause any kind of flooding problems at this time, but we'll continue to monitor that, and then we look further north. So this is how much rain will be falling across this region here. In addition, as the system moves east, there's a threat of severe weather here across parts of Florida and parts of the south. All right. Then further to the north, we have to worry about potential wintry impacts. And we can look at that at the surface. Okay, so here we are, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now this is a GFS, and the GFS brings it to the south, keeps the precipitation to the south. It'll be mostly rain here across the southeast, as I just showed you. This is where it's cold enough to snow, right through central Jersey, going westward through Pennsylvania, through the Great Lakes. Now we'll look at the European. A little further to the north. Okay, so we have to see how this goes. This could bring some snow across this area. It looks like the heaviest brings offshore. Now we'll look at the European ensembles. A little bit further to the north, about the same. Now we'll look at the AI models. This is the GFS. Keeps it to the south, although, however, cold enough to snow is further to the north across New England. Now we'll look at the AI. Keeps it to the south. But there is a chance there could be some snow or rain, snow, or ice mix further to the north. All right? It depends how much phasing goes on. We'll go here. Depends how much phasing goes on between the northern and the southern jet. It's between how much phasing goes on between here. Right now, it doesn't look like phases much until we get further offshore. All right. Now, now we're going to talk about the West. We have an atmospheric river event coming in with this pattern change that we're getting, and I just froze a little bit. And I probably lost my maps. Oh, okay. All right, hold on. Let me get back to it again. Okay, we have this system moving in. We have another system dropping down along the west coast to bring additional rainfall. So we'll look at that and see how much rainfall will be coming to this area. This area hasn't received much, and they haven't even received much snowfall. So we'll look here. The Sierra Nevadas needs more snow. Even Utah hasn't received much snow. So this is one. Here comes the next one moving in over an inch. Now, obviously, this band here, the heavier amounts, will be in the form of snow. And then it moves in eventually into the Intermountain West. That's the GFS. Here's the European. A little less precipitation compared to the GFS. So we have a lot of things going on with this pattern change. Now the east will warm up. Still, this will bring us to about normal to a little above normal. All right. So we have to wait and see how that goes. All right, now we're going to look at the period for February 18th to 22nd. And we look at the GFS, trough, ridge, trough. The European, more of a zone of flow. Now the European has a trough here, ridge, zone of flow. That's the wrong map. Okay, so they're kind of mixed. So for this forecast period, I am calling for below normal temperatures here with anomalies of 6 degrees below normal, above normal temperatures for this region here. And anomalies could reach as much as 6 to 8 degrees above normal across this area here. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is about 40%. Below normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. Okay, we're going to look at the period for... Did I freeze again? We're going to look at the period for... February 23rd to the 27th, and this is what we have here. Now, it looks like this pattern will persist trough in the west, ridge in the east. We look at the GFS ensembles, more of a zone of flow below normal heights here, above normal heights to the south. The European has a trough on both coasts, but a zone of flow. So for this forecast period, I am calling for below normal temperatures here with the numbers of 6 degrees below normal, and for below normal temperatures here with the numbers of 4 degrees below normal, above normal temperatures here with the numbers of up to 6 degrees above normal. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence 35%. Above normal precipitation for this region here. Probability of occurrence is about 35%. Okay, I didn't turn on the chat. Okay, so you can question me if you want to. All right, and now we're going to take a look at the polar vortex. It's going to be quiet now. This here is a map of the zonal winds. You can see here, and the wind anomaly forecast from the surface up to the top of the stratosphere. You can see the expected stratosphere anomaly creating a wind disruption. Okay, here we have winds in here, and down to the stratosphere. But as you can see, there's a stronger jet in the lower levels. All right, and this is preventing an immediate downward impact of the polar vortex disruption. The next image I want to show you here, this shows the vertical structure of the atmospheric pressure anomalies from the surface up to the top of the stratosphere. This is a GFS, and it's forecast. You can clearly see the stratospheric warming anomaly pushing downwards. You can see it right here. And then, but you meet the low-level pressure forces. Low level is not lasting very long here, okay, because we have upwards and we have downwards. So there's a little bit here in this area. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the MJO. So I don't think we're going to get another polar vortex disruption in the near future. Okay, that's what I want to get to. Now this shows at the large scale air movement and the areas where the air is rising, where it's subsiding. This is from the European Center, and the forecast below shows just a wet, cold phrase are the cold colors here. All right, and the dry phase, the warmer colors, the lighter, the oranges and the yellows. And you can see the cross pattern from the analysis into the forecast showing a clear MJO progression at the exact time of the stratospheric warming. Now, there could be a stratospheric warming later beyond, but it doesn't look like it's in the immediate future. I would say probably for the rest of the month. Sorry to say, if you like cold and snow weather, But it doesn't mean we won't have snow in the east. We can still get snow, but we won't have the extreme cold that we have had. All right, so that is it for now. That is the long range weather forecast.